Good evening, and thank you for watching the Select Board tonight. It is March 26th, and we'll bring the meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. I will be looking for the approval of the meeting minutes for the March 19th, 2026 meeting.
I will make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for March 19th, 2026.
I will second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Okay, approval for warrants for week 13, payroll warrant number 24, $33,521.92. And the appropriations warrant number 25 for $107,290.43, for a total of $140,812.35. I will rate a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve warrants for week 13, payroll warrant number 24, and appropriations warrant number 25.
I will second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? None? All in favor? Okay. Review of office hours discussion today. The Community Resilience Grant we spoke about with Matt. Jake was in as well, and we had a citizen in here, ironically, but got to hear about it.
Let's bring your citizens to work today.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
You could be next.
But so we come to the conclusion as a board that for the Community Resilient Grant, moving forward, we made a motion that we will use all the funds towards the solar panel installation for the municipal complex here. So how that system works is we will get a rebate, I believe, of $30,000 as well. So we'll be looking at getting $100,000 worth of panels for the $75,000 grant. So, which in the return can save the town $7,000 to $10,000 a year on solar, on electricity. So.
In all the town buildings, right?
Yep.
Make that point.
Yep.
It's not just here.
No, it goes towards because now all of the town buildings are in one bill, electrical, so it just goes towards the town electrical bill, so.
Can you come back to my house?
Yeah, right. Also, we discussed the regional animal control agreement. The select board reviewed the regional animal control agreement with the Standish, and we voted in office to move forward that. I made the motion. David Salzar seconded it, and it was a unanimous vote. So this is the agreement. We've done away with our ACO officer now. Mr. Lonsby will be done as of April 1st, and we've been into a regionalized agreement with Standish, which saved us about $10,000 on the ACO annually. So, and I think it'll work well because Mr. Bradway also does Standish, I believe, Baldwin and Sebago. So it's regionalized. What else from today's regional animal control?
Up at the top.
What's that?
Very top.
Oh, yes, sorry. So we met with Mike O'Donnell from the O'Donnell Assessors to go over the assessing for the town. They're pretty much all the way done. They got a couple of more places they're going, but he's got all the data. We went over the data with him, the layout, the breakdown of how it all works, how they come up with their figures. So we discussed that, and the next time we meet, we'll be getting some figures on the initial overall appraisal of the town. And then once we go through that, and I think we approve that, then the next steps will be putting it out to tax bill, and then that's when it hits the people, and the people can come in and discuss if they need to. If not,
Yeah, they're gonna have 3 different days with different times for people to come in and
yes.
ask questions and review what they're doing,
We'll
what
have
they've
a
done.
better timeline. Mike's supposed to get Matt an updated timeline of
Yeah.
events as
Yeah,
we
we'll
move forward, so.
talk early next week.
Yep, so next week we'll have more of an updated timeline of how everything's gonna come out, but right now, everything is moving great as it should, and it's looking good, so. Anything else from,
We had some updates from Jake Smith
Yeah.
about the transfer
Yes.
station.
Midsection down.
sir? Yes, Jake Smith came in, the town maintenance and grounds tech asked permission to sell off old, unused equipment such as mowers, weed whackers, on the town's new Facebook. Select Board asked that he create a list of equipment with the proposed prices for approval by the board. The board also asked the residents to be made aware of the disposition of any town equipment in the weekly shopper's guide, so we will have once we get a full list, it'll be posted to pick up here. We will have an ad in the shopper's guide, it'll be on our webpage, it'll be on our new town website, so people can come in, get a comprehensive list of what's for sale and how much, and that way everybody knows, and the ones that don't use social media still revert to the shopper's guide.
Good job.
At the transfer station, Jake informed the select board that the square system was used for the first time Saturday at the transfer station, and they're getting acquainted with it. So the good thing with the square is it's gonna be able to track everything, even right down to even if it's cash. The cash is entered in, so it's just fully tracked. We know who's coming, how much is getting used. So I think it'll be a great thing for the town as we move forward. Residents' concerns, we had a resident come in from Tucker Road that has been paying for a bath and a half for 35 years. He only has 1 bath and inquired about getting an abatement from the select board, but unfortunately it was too late. Most of the taxes have to be abated the same year. So I'm assuming this reevaluation will pick up on his lack of half bath, and I think moving forward he should be happier. He also asked if hangars can be exempt from school tax. Unfortunately, looking on the main.gov, everybody has to pay any private property has to be paid into the school tax. Nobody can be exempt from it. So we answered his question. They do have relief programs. If you contact main.gov, they do have availability of different programs, I believe, but that's what we advised him. But as far as exemptions, nobody's exempt from paying the school tax. So, I think that's it from in office. Anybody else have anything from office? Hours?
Just a quick message that I went to Marion Grover's this afternoon, had a wonderful chat with her and her grandson and granddaughter, and awarded her the plaque that the town made as being the town's oldest citizen in Limington. So, told her we wanted her to hang on to that for a good long time. And so it was really good catching up with her. We've known Marion for a lot of years, so what a nice time to talk. She's very grateful, and the first thing she said when I walked in was, "No pictures, please." And I said, "No, that's okay, no pictures." So I held it up in front of her, and I'm like, "Scott, can you take a picture of the plaque just in front of her face?" But we did not take a picture. So
Well, good, good.
congratulations
Yes,
to Marion
congrats.
for having that plaque awarded to her today.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Bill Hall was just in for a second. and she
Yes,
had it with us too,
Mr.
so-
Buxton Bill, as we call him.
Yes.
Came in and we just had a discussion on behind-the-scenes stuff with,
Financial controls and policies.
yeah,
that they
policies,
implementing.
procedures, financial control updates and stuff that we're just slowly working on as the town moves forward, so.
You might explain who he is on camera.
He is he's the
Bill Hall is the treasurer from Buxton. He's a CPA. He's a former auditor with our accounting firm. And he's working with Patty and I on putting together some financial controls and financial policies so that we don't fall behind as we had done in the past. The 2023 audit is now finally done. We're on to 24 and 25, and the hope is that by the end of summer, the 24 and 25 audits will be done as well. So that's 3 audits in 1 year to get wrapped up. So Bill's going to help us to put policies in place so that we don't fall behind again.
Just been a number of.
And it's no fault of one person.
No, it's been years.
We migrated
Yeah.
from Northern Data Systems to Trio. We had a high turnover in personnel. So it's not one person's fault. It was just a systemic thing. COVID, throw that in there as well. But we're moving forward, and we're going to put policies in place so that we don't fall behind again.
Yeah, Bill's a great resource for us.
Oh, absolutely.
He has been, but his time is limited, that he's able to help us too, so, but we thank him for any time that he does have to come and help, so,
And he's happy with the progress we've made.
yes.
Yes. If nothing else, then I would say, department reports.
That's me this
That's
week.
him?
You do with a short straw.
Limington Department of Public Works, week ending March 21st, 2026. Road crew checked road conditions, installed bump signs where needed, and fixed signs that had fallen down from snow melt. Fueled, cleaned, and prepped trucks for storms. Spent time trimming limbs alongside town roads. Fleet maintenance worked on fuel injector pump issue on the grader. In preparation for spring road work, fabricated a safety cage for the window of the excavation and installed, or the excavator and installed. Repaired a fuel-related issue in truck 2. Buildings and ground worked on a quote for tractor, lawnmower, and cleaning supplies. Checked Momodoro after storm and explosive incident. Worked on internet issues with Spectrum. Transfer station work, prepped Old Town Hall for floor replacement, meeting with Board of Selectmen regarding UniFirst, covered an EMS call as a driver. Director, Monday morning meeting with crew, payroll, DPW, and transfer station, logged parts and fuel slips submitted to town manager's office, drafted and sent weekly report for DPW, transfer station weekly numbers and report, continued work on transfer station policies, finished setup of Square device, and training meeting with transfer station crew. The department worked a combined 213 hours this week. As far as the transfer station, 146 people used the transfer station March 18th, 21st, and 22nd. Total recyclers was 117, 80% of the people visiting the transfer station that week. Total collected for that week, $552. For the first time since tracking the numbers for the transfer station, we have collected fees for demo. This week we collected $300 in the category. This is the money that will reduce the cost of disposing this waste for the taxpayers.
Is that metal?
No,
Demo.
demolition.
We get money for them?
No, we have to pay to get rid of it. The metal we get reimbursed for when they pick it up, but the demolition, we have to pay, so,
The people who bring it in pay for it.
yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what.
Yeah, so it's transferred to them.
The tra-
Sorry,
Oh. That's why I put mine on mute.
fire, right. It's a burn permit.
That's a burn permit. Limington Fire EMS for week ending March 21st. There were 15 calls this week. 12 of them were EMS, 3 of them were fire. Month to date, they're at 48 calls. Year to date, 150. There were vacancies in the schedule, but all shifts were covered by admin or from responders when calls came in. We are currently trying to fill 2 full-time positions. Training and meetings in-house. Wednesday night's training was over small company fire operations. This training focused on more realistic scenarios with more realistic staff levels. NFPA set standards for minimum staffing needs for structural firefighting. Trainings are typically based around those standards. Limington's staffing level never meets those standards. On Monday, 2 of our staff attended a training in Scarborough that taught them the NFPA standard on inspecting our turnout gear. We are mandated to inspect our gear annually for safety and compliance. Month to date, we are 3 calls ahead of last March. Year to date, we are 9 calls behind last year. There were 1 request for mutual aid this week, an EMS call to Sotheby Rescue. The fire chief worked a combined 51.5 hours. Parks and Rec for weeks 316 to 321. Current weekly programs are before and after school care, child care. Coffee social this week was Wednesday 325. Will be at the new town hall. That was the other day. While the new floors are being put in at the old town hall. Pickleball Monday at 6 p.m. at HB Emery Gym. Friday is canceled this week due to a school function. Youth Open Gym is Tuesday nights at 5:30 p.m. at the HB Emery. Open registration. Register online at limingtonrec.com. Summer camp registration for Limington residents is open. Spring T-ball for children 3 to 5 years old, starting Saturday, April 25th. The registration fee is $50 per child. Spring track and field for children in pre-K up to 5th grade, starting Monday, April 27th. Practices will be Monday and Fridays at HB Emery from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. The registration fee is $55. Line dancing with Denise. We have a beginner's line dancing class at the Old Town Hall every Friday at 10 a.m. This will be an ongoing class every Friday, and other times may be added in the future. It is a $10 drop-in for the class. No registration needed beforehand. Sign in when you arrive. Spring rugby for children's K through 12th grade. Youth field hockey clinic. Adult co-ed softball league. Youth flag football. Youth softball clinic. Jeez, make it bigger. The department is hiring for the summer. Open positions include summer camp counselor and beachfront positions. Job descriptions and applications are available on the website. Youth programming. We will be having an Easter egg hunt on Saturday, April 4th at 10 a.m. at the Blake Memorial Field. The Old Town Hall will be closed this week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly Thursday. I believe it's back open, correct? Yep. So they're putting in the new flooring to be installed on the first floor. Make sure to register your child for our April break vacation camp, which is going to be April 21st through the 24th.
I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to watching 3 to 5-year-olds play T-ball.
Okay.
That's going to be fun.
Yes. Okay, the department reports. Town manager weekly update.
Okay, payroll and accounts payable were finished on time. I worked with Town Cloud and the department heads to prepare for the launch of the 311 reporting system on the town website. The system will go live tomorrow. Residents just need to click the 311 tab to report on an issue or problems of the town. The code enforcement office assistant job has been advertised. The job description is posted on the town website, as well as the job description, job application. The CEO and I visited the Standish Code office on Monday to see how their office operates. They too are planning to scan and digitize documents. And Jim Kelly, representing the York County Soil and Water Conservation Commission, and I met to talk about the application process for the Community Vigilance Grant that you mentioned earlier. So, busy week.
Okay. Old and new business.
I just have some old business. which is still kind of new business. Just a reminder about the emergency medical services subscription. Starts on April 1st, so if you're going to subscribe, try to get it into the clerk's office so it can be inputted. And then I just wanted to backtrack to our grenade that we found on Momodeo Road, or road number 1. That day I reached out to the Maine State Police concerning it, with some of the concerns that were brought up that day, and a little bit from the letter that we received. I called dispatch, and luckily they sent the trooper that called me, was the trooper that was on scene. So I had to wait around for a little while. He was driving. But he just wanted to let me know that it seemed like it was a one-off for that. They talked to the Brown family. He didn't see any concerns for the remainder of the property there. That they collect about 15 grenades a year. I didn't know that. So, but I did speak to him about having a sweep of the Momodeo Beach area in the camp with the dogs. He did inform me that the dogs will not pick up on old ordnance or any ordnance that may have been staying in the snow for the season. They're trained for new ordnance. So he said if we do want a dog to come out with an officer, that we would have to have the director, which I reached out to Madison Moody that day also, would have to make arrangements. So we would need dates prior to opening that they can come out and work with them to set that up. So, but Madison would have to contact their special services unit to set that up. So.
And there was a charge.
There is a charge to the town, so it won't be for free. So if that's a route that Madison wants to go, which Madison has indicated that's a route he wants to go, that would have to be incurred by his department. So that's what I have for that on Momodeo. Just a little update, but I did reach out. So yeah.
Anything, other new business? Old business?
I think we've covered it.
Okay.
Can't think of anything else.
Okay. Then open up to public comment. If anybody's got anything to state, say, podium, name, anybody?
Soda number 1.
Yes, Amy Worden, Worden's Way. I'm obviously just started coming to these meetings, so I'm pretty new on how they're supposed to work, but I do have a question. You guys approved the payroll for this week, and as an employee for the town of Limington, I don't agree with you guys approving the payroll, because I know, I have an employee here too, all of our checks were not accurate. We were all shorted in our checks this week. So I would like to know why it was approved, because we have not been reimbursed for the money, and I do know that this is not just 2 of us.
No, it's actually, I think, in the tune of about 30 or 35 people.
Yep.
It was a processing issue that was found out this morning. As of early as, I think it was 9 o'clock, we started getting text messages about it.
10 o'clock.
Maybe 10 o'clock. It was a processing issue between the
Down in the bank.
the town and the bank. Matt came in early, jumped right on it, had it corrected, I think, by noon time, and if it didn't get corrected or you didn't get the loss in your paycheck or direct deposited by 5 o'clock tonight, it will be in 8 o'clock tomorrow morning per the bank. But it was not anything. Here we are again. It's the policies and the procedures. It was not an issue with any one person or anything. It was just the relationship to the bank and to the town.
So
It
why
wasn't just you.
wouldn't
It was
the
like,
town manager reach out to all of the employees and state that
because
there was an issue?
we didn't know there was an issue because it was on the bank's end until we started getting complaints. As soon as we got the first 2 or 3 complaints, he jumped right in, got to Matt, and then started correcting it. And it wasn't anything that anybody knew until this morning when people got the direct deposit and said, oh, there was one that missed $700 on my end. What happened is it reverted back to last week's pay. Everybody's last week's pay is what went through this week. Mm-hmm. It was a processing issue. It was no one person. It got corrected right off, and it will be finalized tomorrow morning at 8 if it hasn't been already. If you check your account, it's highly likely that it's already been corrected by 5 o'clock tonight.
It
If
has not, for
then
none
it
of
will
my
be- Then it
employees.
will be collected as soon as the banks open, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, they guaranteed us. Because Patty came right in too. And was
And
working
I
on it.
just want to add, I want to thank Patty. Patty came in early.
Yeah.
I came in 3 hours early this morning as well. And by the early afternoon, we had confirmation from the bank that they were all set on their end. And if it wasn't deposited by 5 o'clock today, it would be in by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Okay, but again, so this isn't the first time that my paycheck has been messed up. There has been other issues which we have taken care of, but not doing payroll is a huge conflict of interest for this town. So here we are again, another issue. So I can name 3
I'm
issues
not
right
sure
now.
what the conflict of interest
The
is.
time that you guys had a meeting and agreed the $260 that you illegally took out of my check, after the meeting, you called the bookkeeper on a Sunday and gave her the okay to go ahead and illegally pull out $260 out of my check.
I don't think anything was done illegally, and these
That is completely illegal.
and these are personnel matters that really should not be discussed here, Jamie.
Yeah, this is a personnel issue
But
that,
the town needs to understand what is going on, that our town manager is
We're aware
doing
of that. We
a
are aware
job.
of what all
That he should
these
not be
things
doing.
have-
and it's not
No,
just,
he-
So how do I go about getting this to change? Because I've come to you
Well,
guys
that's what
privately as well, and nothing, I have not gotten any feedback, I have not gotten any response. So now I need to know, how do I go about getting it so the town manager is not doing our payroll?
So I'm not saving the town money?
Well, it cost the town money, you cost the town money when you had to reimburse me $260 that you illegally took out of my check. I can keep going on,
well,
but I'm asking, how do I go about it? Because I've come personally to you guys, I'm not getting any answers.
we are working on the system. The system,
I am 3 months, going on 4 months
We're not
that
going
we're
to
working on
change
the
the
system.
process
Yeah.
right now.
The process
We're not
is
going to
being
change the
worked.
process on how it's working right now. Matt is going to continue to do payroll for us.
This is what you believe is best for the employees of the town.
We do.
This blows my mind. We're going to be losing
Towards
employees
it.
for this
It's
town.
not an immediate fix. It's
this
not an
is
immediate
years,
fixing.
and the behind the scenes that you folks don't see, that we do. This is process that stems back to 10 years ago. This is why we're changing the board. Our duty is to change policies and procedures as we go forward. Now that we have a town manager, that's our sole discretion, and that's what we gotta do. That's what we're doing. But it doesn't happen overnight. That's where Bill comes into play. Buxton Bill comes in, he's bringing policies and procedures to try to correct, because we changed from systems, what was the old system?
Northern Data.
Northern Data, when that got transferred to Trio, that screwed a lot of things up because people weren't properly trained, and it goes back 3 different job positions before. So this is stuff that we're finding out as well. It's not relative to one person or all of us at the board, it's all our fault. No, it's problems that stem from 10 years ago that we now have to deal with and correct, and we are correcting them.
But I've been here several years, and this is now all new, that my checks are
Checks
not
have
being...
been, checks were messed up last year several times, way before Matt came.
Okay, but I'm saying mine hasn't, I'm speaking personally.
Actually,
So I'm
Glenn,
asking,
the mistake, you had a mistake that goes back to March of 2025. I started in July of 2025. So, when I walked in the door, there were lots of messes to clean up, and that's what I've been doing.
but you're also creating messes. So I need to know how we go about making positive changes for our employees,
we're
because I
doing.
stand here for my employees, because they don't deserve this, I don't deserve this, none of our town employees deserve this.
And it's not something that it happened. Unfortunately, it's something that happened. It's not something that was done purposely. I don't know what else to tell you other than not only was it corrected, and it was handled within hours by employees that didn't have to come in 3 or 4 hours.
But none of our employees were even, no one reached out to the employees to say
Because-
that it was going to be
Actually,
fixed. or-
I did.
Yes, it's
Sarissa, did you get a message today?
I texted all of the department heads around 1
so if there's a
o'clock this
problem, then
afternoon.
speak to your department head.
Our department had apologized for the inconvenience and the things that were going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
But to follow up with information of the behind-the-scenes stuff that happened,
There was a text that went out, or an email that went out this afternoon stating that everything had been corrected with the bank. The bank ensures us by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning that the payroll will be corrected. And it was, and it was 35, 38 people. I mean, I was one. I got to pay back because they paid me more.
I'd rather pay back than not have my money.
Well, I'm just saying, but there's somebody next week that got $700 extra that's going to have a $700 minus. It wasn't anybody's fault. It was a
I'm
communication
not
gap.
pointing fingers, I'm asking how do we change this?
We're working on it.
Because something needs to be done. It's a
Yep, and that's
conflict
what
of
we're doing.
interest.
It's not, unfortunately, through MMA, it's not a conflict of interest.
It is,
And it-
especially when it continues to over and over, something negative happen, and there's no compassion that comes back at all with any of these mess-ups. So I'm asking for change, and I need to know how we are going to make change.
We're changing policies and procedures as we go forward, and that's where our job is.
And
And
is this something that's going to be voted on, or is it just the three of you that get to choose what these policies
it's the
are?
three of us as the,
Lovely.
as the electors of the town elects us.
Okay.
So, I mean, unfortunately, I think we've done a darn good job of correcting. We got handed, when I got elected, and then we'll get on a spew here, I got elected, it's a mess, and for us to sit here and I got a full-time job, I was elected, and I put 30 hours a week into the town, that I got paid for 6 hours a week. So it's not, I care, we all care, and I understand that you had a hiccup of $86. And well, that's,
Thank you.
but anyways, you had a hiccup. And it wasn't Matt's fault, it wasn't my fault, it wasn't anybody's particular fault. And we're working through that, and we're doing the best we can. But, coming on here, if you had a real problem, you should have come in, and the board's here at 2 o'clock. We would have gladly sat you down and went over the paperwork very intricately.
I'm waiting for questions to be answered from you guys from 3 weeks ago when he took the $260 out of my check.
Has that not been corrected? It's all been corrected.
But I had questions that you guys were supposed to be looking into, and you were gonna report back to me. I have not gotten any of those answered. So here I am.
Well, I apologize, because I don't remember we had the last meeting, we went, everything, the paperwork was done, and
So,
I asked them right in that back room,
asked who?
all three of you.
I met with you
Matt
myself
wasn't here that day,
and took care of it.
because his mother fell or something like that.
I met with
So-
you myself one morning here, and we discussed it.
And then all
And
of a
that's not
sudden-
enough? What do you want?
I asked questions. I asked questions about our bookkeeper that's in New Hampshire. I asked those questions. I still haven't gotten a follow-up on those. What?
yeah.
Well, I don't know, Jamie, unless you want a apology from all of us for what the glitch that happened. I didn't know until I walked into office. I mean, I was aware of it, right? But I have a full-time job too, and I came in, it had been taken care of. I was satisfied that it had been taken care of. Now, if everybody wanted a phone call from us explaining what happened and apologizing, let me know that. We will get everybody's phone number, and we'll do that for you.
I just
We'll
have
meet
to be-
one-on-one
I
if that's
shouldn't
what
have
you
to
want.
ask to do what's right.
We think we're doing what's right. We're fixing problems. If that's not good enough, I'm sorry. I don't know what else we
I
can
put
do.
fixing the problem ahead of letting everybody know right off, to be 100% honest. I'd rather have it fixed and then have an answer for you than to call you up, hey, sorry,
We're working
hey, Texas,
on it.
we're working on it, I don't have an answer for you. No, when we finally, it was a matter of 3 hours, and it was corrected. But it was a problem that nobody knew about. It happened, and it got corrected. It got corrected within hours. It's nothing that went on for weeks or months, and we did the best that we can. That's all we can do. And I don't know what more to say than I apologize for the policy, the process mess up. And going forward, this, as the board, we are making policy changes and procedures to try to better.
Unfortunately, when we think we've got all these things fixed, something else rears its head
And
that
it's
we
not-
need to work on, and we fix it, and we move forward.
And a lot of times, we don't realize that there's a problem until it arises. We've got books out back that are 20-plus years old for policies and procedures. that the previous boards never updated. So this is what we're faced with. And that's what we're trying to do. But it takes time. I wish I could do them all in a week, but we can't. And we can only do so many. We're here 6 hours a week. And we take the stuff home
And we work on it at home.
and we work on our own time, you know, unpaid, sitting down at the table, eating dinner with my wife. I'm looking through and reading policies and procedures and coming up with amendments to bring it into the new age. So we're doing the best we can. You know, at the end of the day, I don't know what to say other than I'm up for re-election this year. If you can do a better job, please run. Because, I mean, it's a thankless job at times. It really is. And I'm doing the best, and all I can do is apologize. I don't know what more to say. We fixed the problem. And going forward, we'll do the best we can to make sure that doesn't happen again. And that's from the board. I speak as the
thank
board.
you. Yep.
So,
Thank you. Brittany Kerrigan, Wordens Way, Limington. I do just want to know, and I thank you for saying you're going to take care of these issues. You guys said you had said that you weren't notified until 10 a.m., but he also said he came in early to take care of the issues.
No, I didn't know about the issue. I happened to just come in 3 hours early because I wanted to come in 3 hours early to work today. And in my third hour working early, this problem presented itself. I immediately contacted Patty Ramsdell, town clerk treasurer. She came in 4 hours early. And
Okay, well, you just said that you had came in early to take care of it, but you were already here in the office.
I came in early.
I came in early just because I wanted to come to work early. And
Right, so you didn't come in to take care of that issue because you guys didn't know about
We
it
didn't
until
know.
10
No, we didn't know about it
Okay.
until about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
But he started on it earlier, because if he would've got here at 11, it would've prolonged. But the point being is, I think, I'm gonna speak on behalf of the board and the town manager, this problem got resurrected as quickly as it could. And I apologize for any inconvenience to anybody. It's not what anybody wants. The last thing, I mean, I wish everybody could have been overpaid, but that's not the case, and it will be corrected by tomorrow morning. That's guaranteed from the bank.
And I notified department heads, like, it must have been like around 1:30 that the problem was being resolved.
Yeah. So,
So it was 9:36 when I was notified by Madison Moody, the director of Parks and Rec, that there was an issue. By 12:29, we had it done.
so,
So please thank Patty on your way out.
any,
But as far as the old stuff, as far as changing things here in the department, as far as him doing payroll, I will agree that I don't think he should be doing payroll. I've said that from the beginning, that we should be hiring people. I don't care if it's part-time or full-time. But we're a board of 3. I don't always win on stuff. And at the current moment, our budget does not apply for it. So
and that's the big thing, the budget.
So at the moment, it's going to have to stay with Matt, but things are going to have to change as far as policies go and checks and balances. So that's where we're moving to now.
Thank you, David.
But
Anybody
as far as today, I believe it was the entire town I was affected.
Yeah,
Every member of the town was affected today. Some lost, some got, some didn't have any changes. So, yeah, I'm sorry. But the whole town was in the same boat today, but it was corrected quickly. As soon as I was notified, I was just off 24-hour shift. I didn't even get home, didn't shower, nothing. I got my truck fixed at Webster's, and I was back at the town hall dealing with
And we
this.
both heard it at the same time, because
Yeah.
we were working on his truck,
But,
and it started coming in, so it happened, but it got corrected as quickly as we could.
And what I did today to help with this was I met with the Public Works transfer, Public Works junior's position.
Foreman.
Foreman right away, went with him, and this is where we got to come back to the hierarchy here at the town. We're trying to get back to doing, I didn't go to his people, I walked right by them, I went to the foreman. It is his job to speak to his people. I let him know there was an issue, I requested some information from him, from their stuff, a list, who's over, who's short, who's nothing. I came up to the fire department, started sending out messages to the fire department, because our chief is out of town at the moment. And then the assistant chief got a hold of me. I sent messages out to them. People started contacting me with issues. So, and then, I'm not sure if the transfer station had any effect, but,
No.
and then I came and spoke with Matt immediately after that, so. And by then, he had already known, because an employee had reached out to him.
And we
So,
were.
within minutes of me leaving that department. So, and then after that, I was in contact with these two, who have full-time jobs, so. But, I thought it was handled pretty well, pretty quick, other than what we normally do here. So, and I haven't, but this is my first year here. I know the town has had issues in the past. I know that the policies are out of date. It drives me nuts. I talk about it all the time.
Right. Well, plus, just having the town manager come on last year
Yeah.
changed a lot of those policies, because they say select board this and select board that. And now that's totally different too.
Well, they still need to be changed, in my
Correct.
opinion, so.
Yeah, no, that's the point. These
They have to be
policies-
updated.
Yeah.
Right. And we can only do, I mean, some of the policies are 10, 15 pages deep.
But-
So it's just,
I thought we had your thing done, to be honest, because we sat here and talked about what it was doing, your original thing. If we will go back to, I thought we were good with that, how it was gonna handle and stuff, so. And I don't remember,
About the grenade.
not the grenade thing, the other thing,
Oh.
the original thing with, main purse. So, I'm not sure if that's what you brought up, or was it the grenade thing?
No,
Because the
it's not
grenade
her.
thing I took care of that night.
the
I
two
called
things.
out, I let Madison know that night,
Yes,
so,
no,
yeah,
David,
yeah,
you've been
okay,
right on top of it.
All
I
right.
appreciate it so much, so thank you.
yeah.
Yep.
So, I'm trying, I work with 3 fire departments, so, and I've only seen my house 4 times this week.
So the payroll thing was a bank issue?
there was a communication between the bank
And the town.
and the town.
Okay,
When it got transferred to the bank, it was transferred incorrectly.
okay.
That's what happened.
And is the extra paycheck or the extra funds going in, is that going to cost the town money?
No.
No.
If you, yeah,
Okay.
so she would,
Safe, we safe what she sends
yeah.
people.
So the citizen was asking if the town was gonna be charged money for the correct, no.
If correcting the issue is gonna cost the town
Yeah.
money. No.
And no, it's
So,
not.
the budgets are still the same, so.
Yeah.
The people who are overpaid, unfortunately, are gonna have to return it back.
Yeah.
So,
Which is,
the people that were underpaid or not even paid at all, we have people who didn't even get a paycheck because they don't work here enough. We have one guy who works here once a month. He happened to be on that week, didn't get a pay. He won't see nothing for probably 2 months now because he works there once a month. So, some people are call people. They only came here for training last week, so they're gonna have to see that either come because they never got their paychecks. Now they'll get a paycheck. From my understanding for the bank, if it was out by a certain time, so now we're on bank time, then they would have seen it by 5 o'clock tonight. If not, we were told that by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, so.
I just want to add a couple things too. So, for those who don't know, I think it was my 3rd day on the job. The person that did payroll and accounts payable resigned. And I said to the board, I will do both of those jobs until town meeting, because the way I look at it, a good manager has to understand what his or her people do. So I learned payroll, and I learned accounts payable, and I found out there's some things that need to be fixed, and those things are being fixed. And in the process of doing both jobs, I probably saved the town about $75,000, $80,000. Because the person that was doing payroll and accounts payable was getting paid a salary and had health insurance. And that health insurance cost about $19,000 a year for the town. So I've saved the town a lot of money. I've learned payroll and accounts payable. And now I can teach the new person how to do both of those things. So.
I'll take over. I have a few things, but I ain't getting up.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, step on up, Drew.
Come on, Drew.
No, my balls are out.
Mr. Morse. You sure? Well, you gotta speak in front of the mic, sir. No, come on. It's okay.
Just a few questions, nothing serious.
Well, we can talk after, I guess.
Gonna have to.
Okay.
Notifications?
Anybody,
I have one.
anybody else? All good? Okay. Notifications?
Select board are in the town, select board's in office from 2 to 8 on Thursdays.
You should have them on the agenda.
No,
No,
there's no
they didn't
two-page.
get printed,
Hold
but-
on one second, let me get that up for you.
I'm winging it.
Yeah.
Transfer
well,
station
I'm
is
gonna-
open.
It's gonna be here in a second, just bear with me.
Wednesdays noon to 4, Saturdays, Sundays.
9 to 4. Don't leave mattresses and
Yeah.
waste debris out by
Hazardous
the,
waste
on the
is taken
curbside.
to
Take it to the
curbside.
transfer station.
Must have a sticker in order to
Oh,
use the
yeah,
transfer station.
stickers are $20 each.
System is slow right here, sorry about that.
That's okay.
I think that pretty much sums up the
Yeah, everybody knows.
office hours.
Office hours, transfer station hours.
Yeah. I think one night, it's all on the website. Which, on the website, has anybody been on the new website to try it out?
To see the agendas, see the.
It's
Right.
pretty neat, it's highly.
I've been doing
put down
rescue
the
calls all
agendas,
night. It's
everything is there, everything is listed exactly what we said, it's a pretty neat system.
I'm sweating.
I can't wait for the, what? I can't wait for the 311.
I'm living on AJ's right now, dude. Like,
So anyways, yeah, I said, on that notion, I think we're good.
Okay.
I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I will make a motion, we
oh,
adjourn.
sorry. I have to second it.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? We are adjourned at 7:48. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ben.